So I have my blanket ready in one side of the mat, not in the center, because we're going to start from lying down in our backs. So just make sure that you have your neck and head protected, have your block handy and your strap. And as we always do, just bend your knees, place your feet down wide as your hips. And that's a nice way to release tension in your lower back instead of having the legs straight. If you have your legs straight, you have that gentle arch on your lower back. What it does just by bending the knees is helping to flatten the lumbar spine. Just close your eyes. Have your arms down by your side, shoulders back and down. Chin slightly tucked into the chest. And we're going to go inward towards the breath. So just take the time here to make any adjustment you need to. And begin to bring the attention to your breath as you inhale and exhale through the nose, naturally first. Noticing the sole of the feet resting on the mat, lumbar spine, sacrum, the back of both hips, the entire length of the spine, the back of your head. And just now begin to lengthen the inhales and the exhales. So we're going to modify the way we breathe by consciously changing the length of the breathing pattern. And we always do it in a way that it feels in control, soft and relaxed. Breathing in and out. And with your next inhale, please bring the arms up and overhead, palm facing up. Relax your shoulders and elbows. Just stretch the upper part of the spine. And then gently return both arms down towards the floor and bring the feet off the mat to hug yourself with your thighs and just gently guiding the knees closer to your chest and just feel that stretch in your lower back. Now lower the feet down and straighten both legs, pointing the toes. And again, bring the arms up and overhead to reach through the fingertips. Breathing in and out, opening the entire front of the body. Take a nice inhale. Now bend both knees and then hug yourself again, flattening your lumbar spine. Draw the belly in, chin into the chest. Lower the feet down again and with the knees bent, arms to the side in T position, and gently rock your head from side to side. Movement of the cervical spine. Keep the arms out with the palms facing up, relaxing the shoulders towards the floor. Now slowly bring the head back to the center. Flex both elbows. Place the hands to the base of the skull. Elbows up. Lift the head off the mat, chin to your chest. Hold in position. Slowly return the head back to the floor. Remove the arms down. And then open the arms in T position. And rock your head again from side to side. Neck movement, head movement, arms in T, palms facing up, relaxing the front of the shoulders as you keep moving your head from side to side. Now slowly return the head back to neutral position again. And then from here, lower the hands down towards the floor. Keep the feet wide as your hips. And we're going to come into a gentle bridge. So pick up lower back, middle back, that's it. And then lower down towards the floor. Just a few rounds at your own rhythm. linking breath with the movement. You inhale when you lift your bridge, you exhale when you lower the bridge down. And just keep moving up and down. Just a few more rounds. Then release all the way down, feet off the mat one more time. Hug yourself, thighs into your chest to stretch your lower back. Take a nice inhale. Have your feet with the knees bent, wide as the mat, arms into position. Let's do some windshield wiper movement. Moving the legs one direction, the head goes to the opposite one. And just move from side to side. Returning back through center, walk the feet so the feet are under your knees. We're going to hug the right thigh into the chest, but from the hamstring, and then straighten the leg up. Flex and have the thigh now in. Now guide, open the right knee out and close. Right knee goes out. Inhale, close. Right knee out. Close. Out. Close, release the right foot down. Now hug your left side into the chest, holding from the hamstring. Inhale, straighten the right leg up to the sky. Flex the knee, release, and then hug the left thigh into your chest. And inhale, open and close. And just some movement there in your hip joint. Excuse me. Bring the thigh in line with your left chest, and then bring the right thigh up. So both hands in both knees and big toes touching. We're going to open and close, open and close, open and close, open and close. Lower the feet down and then grab your strap with both hands. Guide the right thigh into the chest with the knees bent and hook the strap in the ball of your right foot. Straighten the right leg up to the sky, and we're going to flex the knee, lower the heel. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, up. Flexing down and up. Flexing down, up. Two more times. Flexing and straightening. Last one. Now we're going to keep the legs straight and just guiding gently the toes towards the nose with the strap, keeping the legs straight to feel the stretch from the bottom of the glutes, go all the way the entire length of the hamstrings to the back of the knee. Then you feel the stretch also in the calf muscle, the Achilles tendon. Just by gently pressing the strap against the ball of your right foot, you can go in a deeper stretch as you keep the breath flowing in and out. Now grab both straps with your left hand, and we're going to guide the right leg over the pelvis. It's not a twist. You keep the right hip down to the mat and the leg stays straight. This is our first IT band stretch. And just hold, but the breath is flowing long and deep, steady and relaxed. Now please grab both straps with your right hand. Keep your left arm out, and then open the right leg out in an angle, and use the upper arm and the elbow to support your leash. So you're holding the leash or the strap with the right hand, but you don't want to have your right shoulder up in the off the floor. So you use that upper arm and the elbow there supporting yourself. Keep both hips even. Keep the breath working towards stretching the inner thigh, the groin, the back of your right leg. And slowly return the right leg back through center. Now grab both straps with both hands. Bring the left foot up. Hook the foot in the strap and the ball of the foot, and then lower the right foot down with a knee bend. So holding the strap, we're going to flex, release the heel down. Inhale up to the sky. flex and down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex lower. 3 more rounds at your own rhythm. Now straighten and hold there. Now grab both straps with your right hand. Time to work an IT band on the left side. Keep your left straight. Cross your left leg over the pelvis. Keep the left hip down. And just go through the breath as you stretch the outside of your left hip. Inhale, return the leg back through center, and then grab the strap with your left hand. Open the left leg out, holding position, and back to the breath. And inhale, left leg comes back to neutral position. Grab both straps with both hands. Bring the right foot up. Now you have both feet on your strap. Flex the knee, drop the knees, the heel down. Inhale, straighten and hold. And see if you can walk the hands closer to the feet. Maybe grab your big toes with your hands and just try to guide the thighs closer to the chest, deepening the posterior part of both legs. And return the legs so the heels are over the hips. Keep the feet on the strap and then slowly open the legs out in a V, holding position. And gently slide both feet together and then remove the strap. Slowly, let's all find our way and to a seated position. So have your blanket. We're going to sit on the edge of the blanket. Keep your strap handy here. We're going to keep using the strap. And we're going to draw the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Up to the ears, back and down. Some movement there on the shoulders. Going into the opposite direction. Good. Excuse me. And lift the chin up to the sky. As you exhale through the nose, the chin go to the chest. And inhale, open the throat. And exhale, chin to the chest. And just keep moving. A few more rounds like that. And neutral position. Now have your feet, sole of the feet together, holding from the top of the feet, knees out, shoulders back and down. Lower the right ear to your right shoulder. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. And exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. To the left. And return back to neutral position, chin to your chest. Keep the chin slightly tucked in. Shoulders moving back and down. Find a nice lengthening on your cervical spine. Take a nice inhale. Slowly return the head to neutral position. Now grab your strap. Keep your left knee bent and extend the right leg out so the sole of the feet of your right foot is touching the inner thigh of your right leg. Place your strap on the ball of your right foot and grab the strap with your right hand. Maybe you don't need the strap. Maybe you just can reach and grab your toe or your foot with your hand. Place your left hand to your left shoulder. Open the left elbow out. Look over to your left shoulder. Take a nice inhale. And then flex, relax your right elbow to move the spine to the right. And inhale straight to the elbow and twist to the left. Look over to left shoulder. Back to neutral. Flex the elbows. Return the spine to the right side. Slowly straighten the elbow spine to neutral and twist the upper spine to the left. Back to neutral position of the spine. Flex the elbow and release towards your right leg. Inhale, straighten the elbow, twist the upper spine, look over to your left shoulder, and then back through center, and then flex and then fold over to your right leg. Relax your neck, holding position. Keep pressing through the back line of your right leg. Just feel the stretch in the back of the entire leg here, the inner thigh, the groin. Slowly release, straighten the elbows and back through center. Now bring the right foot in, left leg goes out. Place the strap in the ball of your left foot, holding close to your foot, right hand to your right shoulder, rotate it back, and then we're going to flex the elbow, move the spine to the left. Inhale back through center, and then rotate your right shoulder back more. Return the shoulder to neutral, and exhale, flex over to your left leg, and back to neutral position of the spine. Rotate slightly to the right from the waist up. Bring the elbow by in line with the shoulder. Flex the elbow to the left side. Back through center one more. Rotate slightly back. Back to neutral. Flex the elbow, spine goes to the left, and hold in position. Keep guiding right shoulder back. Breathing in and out. And inhale, lift the spine, straighten the elbows this time. Bring the left leg forward, keep the strap in your left foot, extend the right foot, and place the right foot also in the strap. Let me sit more in the edge of my mat. And again, you can walk the hands closer to the foot. And we're going to straighten the elbows, flex the elbows, and lead with the chest. Don't round the spine. Don't bring the elbows out and the shoulders up to your ears. Elbows in, inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex the elbows and lead with the chest. Inhale, straighten the arms, neutral spine. Flex the elbows and lead with the chest. And inhale, straighten, shoulders back and down. Flex and lead with your heart. One more, inhale, straighten. Now we're going to fall forward. This is Paschimottanasana. Draw the chin to your chest. Relax your neck, shoulders back and down. Keep using the breath. Stretching the entire length of the spine, the entire length of the legs symmetrically. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and slowly return to neutral position. Take your strap off your feet, hands behind you for support, bend the knees, feet wider than the hips. Let's do some windshield wiper, moving the hips and the legs after those positions that we're holding in place for a long time. All right, time to come to tabletop. So have your same blanket now there in the middle of the mat around just to protect your kneecaps. Have your wrist under the shoulders, and we're going to move the spine into cat-cow, Chakravakasana. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch the spine, look forward. Exhale, belly in, spine rounded. At your own rhythm, linking the breath with the movement. Moving the spine into extension and flexion. And dropping the belly and inhale. Exhale, round the spine and move to child's pose. Make sure your elbows are down, your forearms resting. Relax your forehead towards the floor or towards the block. And just breathe here. And slowly inhale, return back to center. With the next inhale, your left leg goes back and up. Flex your left knee. Cross it over the back of your right leg and move the hips evenly halfway down. So make sure that you're not leaning to one side. You want to drop the hips even back. Inhale, extend your left leg back and up. Flex the knee. Cross it over. Move the hips back. Inhale, tabletop. Left leg goes back and up. Flex the left knee. Cross it over your right leg. Move the hips halfway down. We're going to do more time. One here. Inhale, extend, flex, cross it over. Walk your hands close to your knees and then drop the hips to the heels. Make sure you're relaxing the forearms and you are drawing the chin to your chest. So you should feel the stretch here outside of the hip. This is a modification of Gomukhasana. It's a good way also to stretch the knees muscles. And then slowly we'll return to tabletop position. Extend your left leg back and up. Flex your left knee and step forward with your left foot. Left knee over to your left ankle. Slide the right knee more back so you have a nice room in the right hip flexor. Hands to your left side. Elbows by your rib cage. Shoulders back and down. Pelvis, hips moving to the front of the mat. Welcome to open that right hip flexor. Holding position. Keep the spine upright. Close your eyes if you like. Go back to the breath. And exhale, lower both hands down, either side of your left foot. Tuck your toes under back foot. Right knee comes off the mat and we'll rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Then walk your left foot to the edge of the mat. Hands or wrist under the shoulders and drop the right knee down and place the top of your right foot down and lift from the chest, deepening even more this hip flexor stretch. Go back to the deep breath. That's how you can access to relaxation and you let go. You don't go into the fight or flight mode. You allow the muscles to soften, to release, and go deeper, deeper, deeper into the stretch. Nice, easy breathing. Keep lifting from the head so you're not dropping the head. And then slowly walk your left foot in line with your left knee and your left hip. And then bring your left knee down. Let's all move the hips to child's pose. Take a moment here before we repeat the whole thing on the opposite side. And just breathe long and steady, full and relaxed. And then from here, let's all move to child's pose. So from here, the right leg goes up and back, flex the knee, cross it over to your left leg, move the hips back halfway down. Back to tabletop, right leg back and up, flex the knee, cross it over your left leg, move the hips evenly towards the heels, back through center, tabletop. Right leg goes back and up, flex, cross it over, hips towards the heels. One more. Inhale back to table, extend the right leg with the inhale, flex the knee, cross it over, walk your hands closer to your knees to sink the hips closer to your heels. Make sure again that your hips are even. Time to stretch deeply the opposite side of the hip. Close your eyes, back to the full breath. And slowly move the hands forward, back to tabletop. Your right leg goes back and up. Flex your right knee, step forward with the right foot, right knee over to your right ankle, left knee more back, hands to your right thigh, elbows by your rib cage. Time to open the left hip flexor, shoulders back and down, crown of the head pointing towards the sky. Back to your breath. And exhale, both hands either side of your right foot. Tuck the toes under, back foot. Lift the knee off the mat, rock forward and back, forward and back, forward, back. Keep press through the heel as you go back. Couple more rounds. And then drop the left knee down, walk the right foot to the edge of the mat, wrist under the shoulders, sinking the pelvis and the hips, shoulders back and down. Don't drop the head. Time to go deep into the stretch. Keep opening, releasing, and stretching the left hip flexor. And then walk the right foot in line with the right hip. Bring the right knee back. And let's all move to child's pose to rest and relax. Hips towards the heels. Child's pose. No tension on the shoulders of the neck. And slowly, let's come to tabletop position. From tabletop, bring the right arm under your left arm, right side of the face, right shoulder goes down. Wrap the arm behind your back. It feels right for your shoulder, or just keep the elbow form down. So from here, we're going to work in a little balance from this position. Extend your left leg back with the toes tucked. You can hold it there, and that's okay. Or you can lift the left leg up to the sky, holding and breathing. Close your eyes and going deep into the breath. Flex your left knee if your knee is extended up to the sky, and then lower the left knee under your left hip. Press with the left hand to slowly undo the twist. Tabletop. Left arm goes now under the right arm, left side of the face, left side of the shoulder goes down. You can wrap it around the back, the right arm, or you can form and keep the forearm and elbow down. Extend your right leg back, toes touching the floor. You can hold it there, that's good. Or you can bring the right leg up to hold, engage the core, and go back to the deep breath. Flex your right knee, lower the right knee under the right hip, press with the palms, slowly undo the twist, tabletop, round the spine, move the hips to child's pose, relax your neck, back to your breath. And moving to tabletop position. Wrist under the shoulders, the width of your shoulders. Knees wide at your hips, tuck the toes under. We're going to press into downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, press, straighten the legs, heels toward the floor, chin to your chest. Heels up, knees down, tabletop. Keep the toes tucked. Inhale, press, straighten the legs, downward dog. Chin in, heels down, shoulders back and down. Heels up, knees down, back to table. Now we're going to press to downward dog, and then walk your hands towards your feet, just holding there. Just move the blanket from your blanket from your mat, and then here, holding up, place your hands with the knees bent towards the floor, towards the feet, wherever you can, rounding the spine, crown of the head facing towards the floor, and then inhale, straighten the legs and move the chest away into 90-degree angle, and then slowly bend the knees, relax the spine, and relax the crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale, hands under the knees, move the chest away, straighten both legs, shoulders back and down. And then from here, flex the knees, relax the spine, crown of the head pointing towards the floor. Again, straighten the legs, hands under the knees, engage those muscles, shoulders back and down into the 90-degree angle. Slowly bend the knees slightly, relax the spine, crown of the head pointing towards the floor. One more. Inhale slowly and just straighten the spine, straighten the legs, shoulders back and down. And then slowly release, holding now. Bend the knees and grab opposite elbows. Allow the spine to grow taller with space in between each vertebrae from the sacrum all the way to the crown of the head. Breathing in and out. And then hands down, walk your hands towards the floor again, towards the front. And then slowly lift the heels up. And then lower the knees down to tabletop, hips to the heels, child's pose, shoulders relax, open the elbows out. Make sure you're resting the forehead towards the floor. Child's pose to rest and breathe. And hands by your knees to lift the head, to lift the chest. And let's all come to a seated position again. So we're going to stretch different muscles now, sitting from the edge of the mat. Right leg is straightening forward, press through the back of your right leg, hug your left thigh into the chest and then cross it over your right leg. Hug your left knee with your right arm, lift the chest, left arm goes up to the sky, and then rotate it to place it behind you, look over to your left shoulder. Inhale here, exhale, look to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the left, and bring the head back to neutral position. Now, hands to the side, and then place your left foot above your right knee on top of your right thigh. With your right hand for support, your left hand slowly press the left knee towards the floor to release iliopsoas and groin. Use your breath and just keep the spine upright. As you slow down the exhale, you can just, as a micro movement, you can do towards the floor to keep opening and releasing. Breathing in and out. Release, bring the left knee up. Grab the ball of the foot with both hands and then straighten your left leg up to the sky. Flex, release the heel down. More hamstring stretching, instead straighten. Flex and lower. Inhale, straighten. Flex and release. And up. Flexing down. We're going to now straighten and hold it there. If you can, you can keep your knee bent. You can hold from the back of your calf muscle, trying to keep the leg straight so you can work deeper in those muscles. Stretch, take a nice inhale, and then with control, release the leg down, down, down towards the floor. Now we keep the left leg straight, bend the right knee, cross it over, hug your right knee with your left arm goes up and behind you for support. Look over to your right, inhale to the left. Exhale to the right, inhale left, right, left, neutral position, then both hands behind you, and then open, place the right foot above your left thigh and right knees bend out to the side. Left hand for support, and with the right hand, you can guide the right knee towards the floor. And you can notice the difference. So like totally, I can guide my right knee more closer to the floor with my left side, which says my left side is tighter. So I need to work more on my left side. And just breathing in and out here. And slowly let go. Bring the right thigh close to your chest, holding from the hamstring or the ball of the foot or the back of your calf muscle. We're going to straighten the right leg up, flex the knee, release it down. Inhale, straighten, flex and lower. Inhale, up, flex and down, up, down. Now we're going to straighten and hold in position. Shoulders back and down. Keep the legs straight. Watch your breath. And slowly engage the quad to release the leg down towards the floor. Hands behind you, bend the knees, some windshield wiper movement, moving the legs and the hips. It's always nice to move some specific part of the body after that the specific part of the body is being holding in position. Now, let's come to place the blanket on one side of the mat, and we're going to go to the opposite side of the mat with the knees bent. Time to go down. Feet wide as your hips, hands to your knees, rounding the spine, chin into the chest. Slowly find your way down towards the floor. Take a moment here with the knees bent, with the heels under the knees, arms down by your side. Just breathing in and out. With the next inhale, coming to bridge as to the same time you bring the arms up and overhead. Exhale, lower your bridge down, lower the arms, hands down towards the floor. Inhale, bridge up, arms up and overhead. Exhale, bridge down, arms down towards the floor. At your own rhythm, linking breath with movement, slowly moving the spine and the arms with the breath. Last round, please. And then once you drop the spine down, hug yourself and just rock from side to side to release your lower back here. Excuse me. And slowly return to center. Place your right foot above your left knee. Let's work on figure 4, IT band stretch more. Holding from the hamstring or the shin, or if you like, you can straighten the left leg up to the sky, holding from the back of your calf muscle. Just to deepen the stretch on your left leg, but also you will notice that the work on the outside of your right hip is deeper. And release left foot down, right foot down. Left leg, left foot goes above your right thigh, holding from the hamstring, the shin, or extending the right leg up to the ceiling. Whatever you are, close your eyes, go deep into the breath. And slowly release the left foot down, right foot down, left foot down. Let's come into bridge pose to align your spine there again. And then lower your spine down, 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 down. Feet up to the sky, full happy baby. Holding from the outside of the feet or the ankles. Just make sure your sacrum is flat on the floor and the chin is slightly tucked in into the chest. Back to the breath. And release both feet down, wide as your mat with the knees bent, wide as your hips, sorry, with the knees bent. And then we're going to come and legs up to the ceiling, and we're going to use the support of the block. You can have block on level 1 or level 2, not level 3. Level 2, it should be enough. And we're going to lift the pelvis and the hips to slide and place the block in your sacrum. If you're on level 2, like I am now, make sure that you are very balanced. They are very strong and stable before bringing one leg at a time towards the sky. And just relax your feet there. Relax your knees, your inner thighs, your hips. Just breathe through the legs. Very slowly, one foot at a time. Lower down towards the floor. If you are in level 1 and level 2, sorry, lower your block to level 1. So everybody is in level 1. Walking the feet together, open the knees out, sole of the feet touching to each other, hands to your belly, belly breathing, and with the supported Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose supported. And guide the thighs and the knees together. Walk the feet the width of your hips, and then slowly pick up the pelvis, the hips. Take the block from underneath you, and then lower the spine towards the floor. Hug yourself. Stretch, stretch, stretch your lower back. Give yourself a massage if you like here, rocking from side to side. Feels nice for the spine, the back of the hips. And then slowly release the feet down towards the floor. Walk the feet out again, wide as your mat, and then thighs and knees together. Hold in position. This is iliopsoas release. Arms out in T position, palms facing down. Open the knees, feet off the mat, and then bring the heels in line with the knees in line with your hips. 90-degree angle, take a nice inhale. We're going to twist to the left with exhale slowly all the way down, and just use your left hand to guide the right knee closer to your left knee. Hit off the mat, turn it over to right side, hold in position in this Jatara Parivriti. Release the hand from your knee. Engage the core. Slowly bring both legs back to neutral position. And exhale, twist to the right as you let go. Both legs guiding with your right hand, the left knee closer to your right. Look over to your left shoulder. Hold and breathe in your twist. And and lower the hand down. Engage the core to bring both legs back to neutral position. Lower the feet down, pick up the pelvis, hips into high bridge. Align your spine nicely here. And then slowly release it down towards the floor. Hug yourself. Bring the thighs into the chest to stretch one more time the lower back. Slowly release the feet down. Walk the feet out with the feet out and in line with your edges of your mat, arms in T. Let's do some windshield wiper movement here. Return both legs to center. Extend the right leg all the way to the right corner of the mat. Cross your left leg over to your right ankle. Arms overhead, flex the elbows. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Nice inhale through the nostrils. And exhale, move the spine to the right in our lateral stretch of the spine. Try to release the left elbow down. Find a nice opening, stretching the muscles in between the rib cage on your left side and the torso. And just relax as you breathe. And the spine return to neutral position. And do the crossing of the leg. The left leg goes to the left corner and the right leg goes and crosses over the left ankle. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Keep your elbows flexed. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, move slowly the torso towards the left. Just use your breath here. And bring the spine slowly to neutral. And do the crossing of the legs. So now both feet are in both corners of the mat. Lift the pelvis to make an adjustment into the back of both hips. Making any adjustment in the back of the shoulder blades and the back of the shoulders. And then bring the arms somewhere in between your hips and shoulders. Just if you need to cover yourself with a blanket or put a sweater on, this is the moment. You are now in your last pose. This is your Shavasana. This is time to rest. Time to come into deep relaxation mode. Just breathing in and out through the nose. Just be aware of the entire length of the posterior part of the body. Notice the back of your head, the back of your skull in touch with the mat. Going down the neck has the little curvature of your cervical spine. But keep going down. You can notice and feel and make any movement there if you need to in the back of both shoulders. The back of your upper spine, middle back, and the back of your rib cage, the entire length of the posterior parts of your arms and the top of your hands, everything resting down towards the floor. But going a little bit more down into the spine, you can feel the gentle arching of your lumbar spine, that your lower back is not touching the floor. Going more down, you can notice the sacrum, the back of the hips, your glutes, your hamstrings. Try to release any tension there. And then you can notice the little space behind both knees. But your calf muscles are resting on the floor. And then there's a little arching behind your ankles, and your heels are resting down towards the floor. No tension in your feet and sole of the feet, top of the feet and ankles. Relaxing the shins, the knees, the quads, both hips, pelvis, and the pelvic floor. Relax any tightness on your abdominal muscles. Allow the organs beneath your rib cage on the front to relax, to drop, to find more space in between each other. Release those muscles in between the rib cage on the front. Soften your heart. Relax the muscle of your chest, your collarbones, the front of the shoulders, and the entire anterior part of your arms, forearms, elbows, upper arms, palms, fingers. Everything is resting and opening. Your throat is open, and the muscles of the face, all the muscles of the face, are softening. Your lips are relaxed. Your tongue is resting. There's no wrinkles in your forehead or in between your eyebrows. You're resting your eyes. And from the crown of the head all the way down to the sole of the feet, your body is sinking down inch by inch towards the floor. Now slowly, please begin to deepen the breath. And gently bring some movement back to the body as you rock your head, as you move your neck. Wiggle toes and fingers, bring some movement to your wrist and ankles. And as you inhale deeply into the nose, you bring the arms overhead, you extend the legs and reaching through the toes of your tip of your toes, create a space in the vertebrae. Take a nice inhalation here. And as you flex, you bend both knees, hug yourself, roll over to one side, and just pause there. The head comes last. And just find slowly your way as we all sit together and trying to keep the spine upright, no tension in the shoulders and muscle of the face or the jaw. Eyes closed. We're going to work on deepening the breath consciously. So through the nose, and we can do this with head movements if you like, just to have some more release of the muscle of your neck. So you can use Ujjayi breathing if you are comfortable, or just inhale slowly and fully as you lift the chin up through the nose. Slowly you exhale with control, not all the air out, just slowly control the exhale out and draw the chin down to the chest. And take a next inhalation, long, steady, in control. Slow the breath down. Exhale, slowly lower the chin down to the chest. And keep moving your breath and the neck and head movement. Consciously breathing. Consciously controlling the flow of your air. And gently return the neck back to neutral position. Draw the chin slightly in. And just close your eyes. Without lifting the chin up and down, we keep lengthening the breath with the neck neutral. And now instead of lengthening the breath, we work our way back down to our regular breathing length. And bringing the hands close to your heart. With the next inhale, open the arms in T, take the knees, nice inhale. And as you exhale, exhale the Om as you bring the hands together. Om. Inhale, open. Om. Om. Last. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we all have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to keep cultivating in our minds, in our hearts, in our spirits. And we all have beautiful, peaceful, loving words to keep offering to everyone, everywhere, any chance we get. And may our actions always, always be inspired by love, peace, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.